Well, that didn't work real well. Kind of screwed up there at the beginning, but welcome to my first live stream. I'm going to try to make a short video, proof of concept more like anything else. I'm trying to see if I've got audio going. Let's see if I've got audio. Well, that didn't work real well. Okay, I do have audio. But welcome to my first live stream. I'm going to try. Yeah, okay. Well, it's going super so far. Thanks for joining. I do have comments set up, and I've got this started out. This is brand new for me. It's more of a proof of concept than it is for an actual video. No script, but I do have some notes so that I don't, well, first off, I say what I want to say and mention all the stuff I want to go through, but I don't ramble, hopefully. So if you don't know me, my name is Todd. I've been making YouTube videos for about 7 years now. Most of those videos have been very scripted, using a script, teleprompter, a couple of cameras, B-roll, I would like to think organized. And if I screw something up, I can redo it, or I can go back and, reshoot the whole thing if I get audio or something bad. But you can't really do that here. So why am I doing a live stream? I guess the main thing is I like to try new things. Some of my earlier videos, I was working on basic stuff like lighting and camera angles and shots and how to incorporate those into a video. So, oh, now my camera's going off. Anyway, we will turn that off and not let it bother us again. So, actually, I probably do need to leave it on. Apologies. Again, this is something new, so we'll see where this goes. I do like to try new things. Some of my first videos that I ever did, I learned Final Cut Pro. I learned how to edit. I learned how to do several new things. Later on, I worked through DaVinci Resolve and learned how to use that. One of my videos, I actually basically said, I'm going to learn DaVinci Resolve and I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to learn it. I'm not going to go back and fall back to Final Cut Pro. So I went through and learned that. Later on, I started working on the audio for the videos. Started working with gosh, I'm drawing a blank on Fairlight. Used Fairlight in DaVinci Resolve to work through. Excuse me while I make sure that I turn off everything so it doesn't go off again. It's not going to do that, is it? Anyway, so I did that, learned lighting, learned Final Cut, learned DaVinci. Later on, I started doing color grading, and I just kind of went through with that. So in this video, the agenda is I'm going to go over the equipment I've got. I'm going to go over the way it's hooked up. I'm going to go over the software I'm using. Also going to go over some lessons learned. And, wow, okay. Looks like my internet's not fast enough, so it's slowing down a little bit, but we'll see where this goes. After that, lessons learned, I'll do, what's the future hold. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over the cameras I'm using. I've actually got 3 cameras. I'm going to go over the third camera first because it's actually the Pocket 3. I've got it set up over on this side. And the reason why I'm going to go through it first is because it's set up as a PTZ camera. So I can go through and have it move over to different shots. So when I start describing equipment, I can show you exactly what it looks like. And I'll do that now. First camera is my A7S3. It's actually set up on a tripod. It's got a 24-70 lens on it. I think it's probably around 50 millimeters. So that's my first camera. The second camera is a new camera to me. I just got it a couple of days ago, and that is the FX30. It's my newest camera. Normally, my second camera is a GH5. Let me show you what the FX30 looks like. That's the FX30. It's actually my second one. I normally would use a GH5, but the GH5 started having problems. I did not want to buy any new gear to try out live streaming, but my GH5 was having problems. I was not able to do consistent autofocus with it, which is normally a problem, but I couldn't even get into the app to do that remotely. So ended up having to get another camera for that. Again, the three cameras, A7S3, the FX30, and the Pocket 3 are my three cameras. Lighting is next. I've got the Aperture 300D. I've got the light dome on it. It's what I'm using for my key light. I've got that set up as a key light. My second light is I kind of call it the YouTuber's light from COVID, which is the 160D, and I've got the lantern on there as my primary modifier. And the reason is, rather than doing controlled lighting and getting fill and key light, fill light, backlight, I just wanted to flood the area with light. I didn't want to deal with problems with lighting during this. So that's the second light. I do also have some other lights. I think you can see the practical here, and I've got over, let's see if I can pull it up. I think you can also see, well, if I move out of the way, you can see, yeah, that's it. You can see the tube light right here. That's one of the other lights I've got set up. So that is the cameras and the lighting. So how do I have it hooked up? So the A7S3, I've actually got streaming out the USB-C port. Sony did something that I did not expect. The latest firmware, the 5.0 firmware that they put out a couple of months ago, actually lets you stream in 4K 30 out the USB port. A lot of their newer cameras do USB streaming out of the USB port. The A7S3 never did, and I was really surprised that they actually added that to the A7S3 firmware. So that's how I've got that hooked up. So the FX30, I'm doing the same thing. I'm actually streaming out the USB port. It only does 1080p streaming out of the port, so it's set up that way now. The third camera, obviously, I've still got it as the Pocket 3, and it is going out the USB port as well. It's actually, the front has got the USB on it, and it's streaming out of that port. So next thing, computer. Let's see if I can pull this up and kind of show you a shot of that. This is the computer I'm using. I'm using the M1 MacBook Pro Max 2021 computer. Works great. Oh, forgot the microphone. The microphone I'm using is the SM7dB, not the SM7B, but the SM7dB. Difference being this one's got a preamp in it and the SM7B does not. So if you have a lower gain audio interface, this is what you probably would want to buy if you want to get an SM7B. So that's that. Back to the computer. Again, M1 2021 Mac 1 M1 Pro. It's decked out pretty good, but it is showing its age a little bit. But it's not having any problem with all three USB ports hooked up with cameras and microphones. It seems to be doing a decent job. If it's not, obviously, let me know. So let me know if you're seeing any problems with the video. Next, let's see. How am I using software? As you saw in the shot here, I've actually got Ecamm going, Ecamm Live. I had been using OBS. I have kind of a love-hate relationship with OBS. I used it for work, for live streams, for video conferences, and I don't know if it was the computer I was using at the time or the software, but periodically when I was using it, the microphone would drop out, the camera would drop out, I'd have to restart the program. So I guess the only mistake I made when doing the live stream was I downloaded the free trial of Ecamm, and it's awesome. I really like Ecamm. Now, it's not free. It's a subscription service, but it gives me things that OBS doesn't have, like the Pocket 3 PTZ functionality. Hopefully, OBS will get it. Maybe it does have it, and I just couldn't find it, but it would be nice if OBS did that. And maybe they'll do that, and, that would be a good option to have for that, especially with PTZ cameras. When you can hook up a Pocket 3 and use it as a PTZ camera, I mean, it's a cheap camera, PTZ. Move it around. Like I said, I can go back and let's see if I can go back to preset 1 here. Preset 1 is just me directly. So by having a PTZ camera live view, you can actually program it in and look at stuff and not have to run around and move your camera. So that's my equipment. That's my hardware that I'm using. Let's see. There was, lessons learned. Streaming is easier than I thought. There's not as much pre-production. Actually, there's more pre-production in streaming, but once you get all that done, set up, and you've tested it, you're done. There's no editing afterwards. There's no needing B-roll. The B-roll is my PTZ camera. Don't need to do that. Ecamm had a big learning curve. OBS I was pretty familiar with, but Ecamm did have a big learning curve. But again, I'm not doing that much with it. I've just got a couple of different scenes. I just flip between the different cameras and do that. It's not a big change for me. I haven't used all of the features of it yet. So one thing that was interesting when I was using my GH5, again, I've got the A7S3 through USB streaming. The GH5, I had it going out of the HDMI port. I had a cam link, which is HDMI to USB-A, and I had a USB-A to USB-C dongle. And the video for all of that was actually ahead of the A7S3 by a frame. So that was kind of surprising. I would have thought the A7S3 through the USB port directly into the computer would have been faster, but it's not for some reason. I don't know. So other than that, lessons learned, I don't really have any. It's really been kind of fun setting this up. Hopefully you guys can watch it. There's no dropouts, and it's got good quality audio and video. I did do some testing, but you never know until you hit record and stream if it's going to work. So what does the future hold? Am I going to do this again? Probably so. I would love to get a setup where I've got a camera that all I've got to do is just turn on the lights, turn on the camera, and hit streaming, hit record. That would be great. And if you've got that kind of setup, I'm a little jealous. But for now, I think I'll probably do 1 or 2 of these. I'll probably come back with a better script than what I've got, which is just notes and making sure I don't ramble, which I'm probably doing now. If I do it in the future, I'll probably get a full subscription to Ecamm. I'm doing it 1 month at a time. So I also, as I said earlier, I'm doing 1080p streaming. My internet connectivity is not fast enough for me to do anything other than 1080p. I can do 4K streaming on everything. My computer, all of my cameras will do it. I will, for the FX30, it only does 4K 15, but I could go through and do the same setup with the GH5 and go through the HDMI port of the FX30 and just basically do the same thing. Run through the interface and go into the computer and do it that way. So I may do that. Hope this was interesting. This is again my first live stream. Don't know how it's going. We'll find out once it hits the YouTube world. And please let me know in the comments how the video looked, how the audio looked, how the audio sounded, if there's any dropouts of anything, if there's any improvements. I tend to ramble if I don't have something in front of me to read. So hopefully I didn't do too much of that. If you watched it till the end, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe, do all that kind of stuff, and we will see you in the next video.